What is going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com, and I got a free pick for you from this Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Atlanta Falcons NFL matchup going down on Thursday, December 11th, 2025. But before we get to that free pick, if you are looking for my best bets, the games I love the most, the ones that I have the most money on every single day, you can head to Pickdawgz.com and click the premium picks or the experts tab at the top of the page. You can also click the link in the description of this video below. We give out so much free pick content here at Pickdawgz that you know the plays on the premium side are the best of the best. That's what Pickdawgz Premium is for. But we also have our inner circle. It's something we've been mentioning a lot in our videos as of late. It's not for everyone. It's for those who are placing larger bets of at least $1,000 or more per game, which is the requirement to be accepted into this service. But we've had a lot of big bettors and high rollers join this club already, taking advantage of things like one-on-one coaching, bankroll management, early releases. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, something that you want to apply to your betting, reach out to the number on the screen. I'd be more than happy to get you some information. But let's get to this one. Between Tampa Bay and Atlanta, an NFC South matchup on Thursday night. You got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 7-6 on the year. Losers of 4 of their last 5 and sitting at 5-8 against the number this season. After a 24-20 loss at the hands of New Orleans in their last matchup, while Atlanta comes in off a 37-9 blowout loss to Seattle in their last game to sit at 4-9 this season, 5-7-1 against the number this year. And this is an interesting matchup here because it feels like Atlanta's season is sort of on the line in this game, with only 5 games to go, and they've got to make up at least 3 games to, try to catch the Bucs for the lead in the NFC South, with still, time to like I said, time to make up some ground. But the thing is that they did lose to the Bucs in week 1. And they'd have to win out basically to have any sort of shot, I think. And this would be a good spot to start. The problem is that I don't know if I trust Kirk Cousins right now. This is just a tough spot to try to imagine this team to be in. And I think that while Michael Penix Jr. would have been a better option, I don't know by how much. I think that Atlanta. This is still an Atlanta team that wants to pass the football, and but I think that they're turning more into a bit of a run first team, and I think that's going to be problematic here. This Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, from just from a defensive perspective, is more of a run stopping unit. I think that plays well into Tampa Bay's hand defensively. They're 8th in the NFL in rushing yards allowed per game. They're around the middle of the league in terms of yards per carry allowed. So I think that that's going to be a problem here for Atlanta, and for an Atlanta offense that's really been stagnant and has had trouble scoring. But on the other side, I think that Tampa Bay is going to have problems themselves. This is a Tampa Bay offense that's kind of stalled in recent weeks. In their last 3 games, they've averaged less than 17 points per game, actually less than 16 points per game. And, the offense just has not been there. And, this is a Tampa Bay team that wants to air it out, even though Baker Mayfield has been banged up. He didn't look great last week, 14 of 30 for 122 yards. But season long, this has been a Tampa Bay team that I think, thrives through the air. And the problem for Tampa Bay is that when they want to do that, you're going up against an Atlanta defense that's actually stronger in the secondary, top 10 in the NFL in passing yards allowed per game, completions allowed per game. They're in the upper half of the league in yards per attempt and yards per completion allowed. So I think it's, defensive strength against offensive strength here. I think the defense wins out on both sides. I honestly think that this is, a lower scoring game. And right now, the total where I'm seeing it at 44.5, I think this is just your typical Thursday night dud, a low scoring battle. And especially now that we're up over the key number of 44 at say 24-20 or 23-20 or something like that, or even 24-17, which is something that's definitely, I think, in the realm of possibility. I think the under is the play here. So I'm going to go with the under between Tampa Bay and Atlanta. That is my free pick for this game. Thank you so much for checking out this free pick video. Let me know your thoughts on this game in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, again, you can head to Pickdawgz Premium or click the link in the description of this video below. And remember to use the promo code PICK, that's PICK, at checkout. Get 15% off your purchase. Best of luck. We'll see you guys soon.